Good morning, buzzers. It is Monday. It's the 1st of December. It's the start of a new month. It is pinch, punch, first of the month, and no return. But not to Fleur, because you beat me to it. Do you do anything special on the 1st of the month? Do you go around saying white rabbit? I've been Googling that, white rabbit. Why do people say it? I can't find out why. Maybe you can tell us. We're live at 7:30 a.m. UK time. I'm Mike from Buzz50.com, the social networking site for seniors over 50. And this is Good Morning Buzzers. It is just our friendly chat at 7:30 a.m. UK time every single day of the month, and it's live, and we're live on YouTube. It's brought to us courtesy of YouTube live events. We're live on Facebook. We're live, if you want the link, from Twitter, and we're also live on the Buzz50 homepage. It's all right, getting the phone numbers ready there. And of course, we're live in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. Mike's on the dark side this morning, says Fleur Rose. I don't know what's happened to the lighting here today. Perhaps it's the dark shirt that's toning things down a bit. Morning, Mike, says Mackie Whack. Nothing daft like that, Mike, says Mackie Whack. Man in Black is back, says Pronto. Viv Huff says, if you wonder who I'm talking to, well, of course I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to people who are live in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. And that is a chat room on Buzz50.com. Come along to the homepage. If you're a member, you'll see a link there for the chat room underneath this broadcast if it's live. Just Google what time is it in London. If it's soon after 7:30, then this is live. And you can come and join us. Only takes a minute to join the site if you're not already a member. All you need to be is over 50. And I'm talking to people in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. And Viv Huff is again, after more points, looking extremely gorgeous again. Mike, another lovely shirt, fluttering my eyelashes, says Viv Huff. There's a few points winging their way to you, Viv Huff. If anybody else wants to, Little B picks up Viv's eyelashes. Very good, very good. Alan has joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers room. In the Good Morning Buzzers room now, and I can see that scrolling across, Viv. Carrie May, Catty75, Ellen in Wit, wherever Wit is. We'll find out that in a bit. Fee, Fleur, Rose, Jeff, C, Little Me, Lauren, Miss Kate, Mackie Whack, Pronto, Quiet Mouse, One Trooper, and Viv Huff. Viv Huff, not looking for points, but you are gorgeous, Mike. Oh, more points coming your way, even if you don't need them. Right, we've got lots going on this morning. We have got a new theme tune. I don't think it's going to last more than one play because it's such an obvious one. It's a TV theme, as the others have been, and it'll be coming up in a minute. It's worth 10,000 buzzer points. So if you can guess that live, either by phoning in, and you've got the phone numbers there, 07548 884 288, and just phone in. Don't wait for a pause. Please phone in. People do phone in from time to time, and it's great fun. Or you can dial the international number, which is +44 7548 then 884 288. I'm trying to multitask here, and I'm not very good at it because I'm signed into the wrong Skype. Or you can call us, he says, frantically typing the password in, on Skype. The Skype name is Mike Buzz50. Those of you that know Skype will know that Skype is now on. Mike at Buzz50.com. Do call in. Let's have a caller this morning. It's a few days since we had a caller. I'm just priming the phone to make sure that it's working. Yes, it is. And you can either just chat to me and I'll pass your message across, or you can go on speakerphone. Right, here is the theme tune that's worth 10,000 buzzer points. Right, here we go. Have a listen to this. You're not going to hear much of it. So pay attention. Oh, we've got a phone call already coming in. Good morning, buzzer. Can I put you on speakerphone? As always, of course. So, oh, hang on. I nearly pressed end call.
Oh, sorry. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, buzzer. Who are we speaking to?
Good morning, Mike. You're speaking to. I didn't press end call.
I think we're...
Sorry, Mike. You're speaking to Viv.
Hello, Viv. I knew it was you, but so that everybody else knows. And how are you, Viv? And how did the meet go?
It was great, Mike. It's lovely to see everyone, and we behaved ourselves too, ish.
That's terrible. You shouldn't have behaved yourselves.
Well, ish.
Ish. That'll do. Ish. I saw all the photos on the Meets forum. It's fantastic to put faces to names, as Fleur said.
Yeah, it was great. And I mean, Amnesia Lane was absolutely gorgeous.
Really brilliant. Oh, fantastic. Thanks for calling in.
Can I just say,
yes,
as I'm on the line,
yes,
welcome, little me. Nice to see you in Good Morning Buzzers.
yeah, it's great to see new people in, isn't it? Yeah, welcome, little me. Great to see you.
All right, bye, Mike.
Bye, Viv. Speak to you
Thanks
soon.
for the points.
Yeah, they'll be on their way soon.
Love you.
And you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So that's how it works, and it is live. There is proof. Oh dear, says Fleur Rose, she forgot her own name. She did appear to forget her own name, didn't she? Well, you know, that's how things go. Was I at the same meet, said little me. Lol, little. Macky Whack. Right, okay, let's get back to this. This is the theme tune from a very famous TV program. You can still call in, just as Viv's called in. You're welcome to call in at any time, and the phone number's on the homepage as well. This is the tune. Can you guess, for 10,000 buzzer points to the first guesser, what this is? I think somebody will get it very, very quickly. And who's this voice? And I'll give you a clue in a minute. This famous voice. Another 10,000 buzzer points for this.
Have a good time.
Oh, not much of a voice there.
Well, I don't know if I get carried away. I just sort of have a good time.
And that, I'm going to give you 2 clues for that. 10,000 buzzer points. The interview was in 1990 on Wogan, if you know who Wogan is. And that, I can't believe he was born in 1944. He was born in 1944, it says here. No, he wasn't. 1964. Born in 1964. 10 years younger than me. Slightly. Oh, look at that straight away. Right off the mark there. Fleur Rose with naming this voice. Let's have another listen to it.
Well, I don't know if I get carried away. I just sort of have a good time.
Cliff Richard says, no, it's not, is it? It's not Cliff Richard. Right, we've got some guesses there. We've got some guesses for the tune. We've got coming in Adam's Family, Coronation Street. Adam's Family from Viv? No. Coronation Street from Viv? No. Emmerdale from Viv? No. Hillbillies from Fleur Rose. Sounds like it isn't. Dukes of Hazzard says Jeff C. No. Beverly Hillbillies says Catty. No. Only Fools and Horses says Viv. No. Beverly Hillbillies says Pronto. No. Jack Black says Viv Huff. No. The Clampett says Carrie May. Cliff Richard said Fleur Rose. It wasn't, sadly. Beverly Hillbillies says, everyone's saying Beverly Hillbillies, including Macky Whack and Fee. See Peter Pan of the World. Tales of the Riverbank says Viv Huff. Lauren is back in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Carrie May says Benny Hill. But it's not. I honestly thought this would go straight away. Let's have another listen and see if you can guess what TV series this is the theme tune from. Any ideas? And this actor, who was born in 1964, not 1944.
Well, I don't know if I get carried away. I just sort of have a good time.
I might give you another clue in a bit. We've got 2 great jokes this morning. We're also going to have a look at Viv Z-Cars. No, we're also going to have a look at the Buzz 50 site at the Guess the Famous Face. Run by Pat. It's been running for too long, she says. So the points for that are doubled from 10,000 buzzer points to 20,000 buzzer points for the first person to guess the famous face. But you cannot guess it on Good Morning Buzzers. It has to be typed in the forums, and you'll see the link from the Buzz 50 homepage scrolling across the top. So let's do joke number 1. The idea here, if you haven't seen this before, is you send in loads of jokes, and do please send in some more. You send in loads of jokes. I read 2 out. I read 1 out now, and then hopefully you vote from 0 to 10. Then we have a break. Yes, we even have a break. Then we have a break. Then we have joke number 2. Then we do votes for that. Then I work out the average. Then we name the winner, and it goes on Facebook, and we name and shame the loser. Streets of San Francisco says Viv Huff. No. The Walton says Quiet Mouse. No. Oh, the Dukes of Hazzard says Viv Huff. No, we had that. It's not. It's not. It's not. How come we haven't had the winner yet? Hawaii 5-0. Lol, says Viv. I should think so. Streets of San Francisco, says Viv. Daisy Duke. Dukes of Hazzard. Colombo. Oh, no, none of those. Right, here is joke number 1. Are you sitting comfortably? It's a little bit long. Starsky and Hutch. I'm going to have to try and keep an eye on these as I'm doing this joke. Phil, 6966, has just joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Good morning to you. Mrs. Ravioli comes to visit her son Antonio. Mrs. Ravioli, do you like that? For dinner. He lives with a female roommate, Maria. During the course of the meal, his mother couldn't help but notice how pretty Antonio's roommate is. Over the course of the evening, while watching the two interact, she started to wonder if there was more between Antonio and his roommate than met the eye. About a week, regarding his mum's thoughts, Antonio volunteered, or reading his mum's thoughts. I know what you must be thinking, Mum, but I assure you, Maria and I are just roommates. About a week later, Maria came to Antonio saying, so Maria, Antonio, boy and girl roommates, right? Ever since your mother came to dinner, I've been unable to find the silver sugar bowl. You don't suppose she took it, do you? Well, I doubt it, says Antonio, but I'll email her just to be sure. He sat down and wrote an email. Dear Mama, I'm not saying that you did take the sugar bowl from my house. I'm not saying that you did not take it, but the fact remains that it has been missing ever since you were here for dinner. Your loving son, Antonio. Several days later, Antonio received a response email from his mama. What was his mama called? Mrs. Ravioli, which read, Dear son, I'm not saying that you do sleep with Maria, and I'm not saying that you do not sleep with her. But the fact remains that if she was sleeping in her own bed, she would have found the sugar bowl by now. Very good. Moral, it says, never bullshit your mama. Can we please have some votes, 0 to 10, for joke number 1? And I cannot help but notice that Sasquatch from Down Under is not with us this morning. Sash, where are you? We're truly international. We have people from around the world, except today we don't have Sasquatch from Australia. Florose gives that joke a 6. Lol says Catty 75. Pronto gives it a 5. You sent it in, Fleur, says Viv Huff. Viv Huff gives it a 2. Trubler gives it a 5. Little Me gives it a 0. What's all that about, Little Me? Is it meant to be a 10, perhaps? And you missed the 1 off. Quiet Mouse gives it a 4. Jeff C gives it a 5. I use sugar cubes, says Fleur to Little Mouse. No idea what that means. Catty gives it a 9. Gloss has joined us late. Naughty Gloss in the Good Morning Buzzers room. And everyone's saying hello to Gloss. Carrie May gives it a 3. Helen in Wit, wherever Wit is, gives it a 2. They've obviously got no sense of humour there. Neither have they wherever Fee comes from. And I think I know where that is. And Makiwak also gives it a 2. Oh, Trubler's voting on behalf of Sasquatch, who gives it a 1 as usual. Thanks, Trubler, because, of course, we all know that Sasquatch is from Down Under, and the humour's a little bit upside down there. Right, okay, that was joke number 1, and it gets an average of 3.75. To be honest, perhaps it was the way I read it out. I thought it was worth a little bit more than that. But that's the way it goes. So let's now switch to the site. And then during this time, oh, Lauren's coming with a 10. Thank you, Lauren. That's boosted it up a bit. That's taken it up to 4.2. Very good. Thank you. Right. So did I say it was Monday before when it's Tuesday? How odd. Yes, I got that 10. I think I said it was Monday. It is Tuesday, the 1st of December. This is Buzz50.com's live Good Morning Buzzers, which is 7:30 a.m. every single day of the week. If you want to prove whether it's live or not, phone us. You'll find the phone numbers on the Buzz50 homepage and in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. We're going to have a look at the Good Morning Buzzers chat room now, and we're also going to have a look at Pat's famous face, which is worth 20,000 buzzer points. Now, if I click there, that's the voice, that's the face. How time flies, Mike, says Alan. Yes, 1 minute it's Monday, and the next minute it's Tuesday. So if I click here, and here, and here, Then I click here, then I click start screen share. With any luck, we will now be all looking at the same screen, which is the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. All the buzzers are here on the left-hand side, typing things in like, wake up, Mike. Yes, Mike, it's the way you tell them. It's the bad way I tell them. And Viv Huff nods to Macy. And on the right-hand side here, you will see that we've got the list of buzzers in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. And we have got, top of the shop there is Mike, that'll be me. Carrie May, Catty75, Ellen in Whip, Fee, Fleur, Rose, Gloss, Jeff C, Little Me, Lauren, Mackie Whack, Phil, 6966, Pronto, Quiet Mouse 1, True Blood, and, of course, Viv Huff. So what we'll do now, have a look at the famous face. If you go to the Buzz 50 homepage, you'll see the face link at the top there. This is the face. It's been going now for too long, and it's worth 10,000 buzzer points normally. But because it hasn't been guessed yet, we have increased the price to 20,000 buzzer points, which also gets you 20,000 chat credits. You can't vote live now because I have no idea who it is, but there is a clue. And the clue is from Pat, could be mildly painful. Here are some white rabbits. And here's a little bit about the first of the month and White Rabbit. And it appeared in a work of fiction in 1922. Why the man in the brown hat laughed at him. I thought everybody knew rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. If you say rabbit, rabbit, rabbit 3 times, just like that, first thing in the morning on the first of the month, even before you say your prayers, you'll get a present before the end of the month. And that's it, apparently. That's what Wikipedia says anyway. So let's switch back to me. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? See if you can spot the difference. And let's have another listen to that voice. Can you identify who this is for 10,000 buzzer points?
Well, I don't know if I get carried away. I just sort of have a good time.
Could do with going that voice. We're going to give a clue. First name N. First name N. Any idea for that? And anybody guess what the difference is? Do you know? Somebody's Alan. Oh, Witch Morgana has guessed this voice. And Ellen has guessed Pony on third shelf. Not quite. Not quite, Alan. Cliff Richards' dad, says Mackie Whack. Meatloaf. So who is it who is saying Nicolas Cage, Witch Morgana? Let's have a quick listen.
Well, I don't know if I get carried away. I just sort of have a good time.
Oh, that was meant to be more of him. I can let you know that it is indeed Nicolas Cage. So Witch Morgana gets...
Well,
here we are, a little bit
I
more.
don't know if I get carried away. I just sort of have a good time. And, you know, you invited me on your show, so I'm just going to have a blast.
A blast.
That's right.
Do you find that kind of thing loosens you up just to do a handsprings like that? Because I do that quite often.
Do you?
So that was Nicolas Cage. Witch Morgana got it, gets the 10,000 buzzer points. Nobody has guessed this tune yet. Oh, Gloss. Top bookshelf case is, of course, where Pony is, which is the spot the difference. Not on the third shelf, which I think is that. Perhaps that's what you thought was Pony. It doesn't get any points. It's only a bit of fun. And let's have a listen to this tune, see if this can go as well as Nicolas Cage. Let's scroll back a little bit. It is. We'll play a little bit more of it. Any ideas? Any ideas what that is? It is not the Dukes of Hazzard. And let's do joke number 2. I'm forgetting myself here. I'm getting all muddled up. I think it's the tune from Hee Haw, says Alan. No, it isn't. This is joke number 2. Joke number 1 managed to get an average of 4.2. What do we think joke number 2 is going to get? It's another little bit of a long one. The Walton, says Trouble. No, says Mike. Sitting on the side of the highway. This is joke number 2. Watching to catch speeding drivers. A police officer sees a car puttering along at 22 kilometers an hour. He says to himself, this driver is just as dangerous as a speeder. So he turns on his flashing lights and pulls the driver over. Approaching the car, he notices that there are 5 old ladies, 2 in the front, 3 in the back, all wide-eyed and white as ghosts. The driver, obviously confused, says to the officer, "Officer, I don't understand. I was doing exactly the speed limit. What seems to be the problem?" "Ma'am," he replied, "you weren't speeding, but you should know that driving much slower than the speed limit could also be a danger to other drivers." "Slower than the speed limit?" she says. "No, sir, I was doing the speed limit exactly, 22 kilometers an hour, the old woman said, a bit proudly. The officer, trying to contain a chuckle, explains to her that 22 is the highway number. "This is Route 22, he says, not the speed limit." A bit embarrassed, the old woman grins and thanks the officer, pointing out her error. "But," I've seen what you've typed in, Viv. "But before I let you go, ma'am," says the officer, "I have to ask, is everyone in the car okay? These women seem awfully shaken and they hadn't made a peep the whole time." "Oh, they'll be all right in a minute, officer," says the woman. "We just got off Highway 189. Do you get it? Highway 189, Highway 22, and she was doing 22 kilometers an hour, and they've just come off Highway 189. How many jokes? 4. How many jokes for vote number 2? How many votes for joke number 2? And we have got to go to guest come in from Viv for this. And Viv is saying that this is Bonanza. And it is. Let's leave it playing. And the votes are 4, well done Viv, 4 from Fleur, 8 from Gloss. We've got a 4 from Quiet Mouse. We've got a 3 from Viv Huff. We've got a 5 from Trubler. We've got a 6 from Jeff C. Let's do international roll call. If you know what it is, you can do it. 0 from Catty, 6 from Jeff C. We had 4 from Fee, 7 from Ellen. I got your joke, Fee. It's a good one, and we will be using it, but not today. 4 from Carrie May. Thanks for that. 2 from Pronto. No, 2 from which one? Who guessed the voice? 5 from Pronto. I'm ahead of myself. How come everyone's voting? It's not finished, says Mackie Wack. You're a little bit delayed, I think. Viv Huff, yay! Give me my handbag back, witch. Joke is finished, says Fee. Mackie Wack says 3. Woohoo, says Viv Huff. Because Viv Huff guessed that this is indeed Bonanza. If you don't know what international roll call is, then the idea is that you type in where you're from. This is if you're live in the Good Morning Buses chat room. Oh, that's interesting. Where you're from and what time it is. And if you like, a bit of a weather forecast. So I'll kick it all off with Coleshill, 7:50 something a.m. Dark. Cold. Byall says Fee, he's got to go to work. Jeff C is from the Blue Mountains, west of Sydney, Australia, at 6:53 p.m. Ellen in Witt, we now know, we knew, is Wisconsin, USA, 1:53 a.m. Fee has left the room. Mackie Wax, Central Lancashire, 07:53 a.m. Well done, Viv Huff, says Gloss. It's not the Bonanza tune we had here, says Pronto. Is it not? That's what it says on here. Sorry. Midlands, 7:54 a.m., says Trubler. Perhaps you had a German one, Pronto. Catty 75, California, USA, 11:54 p.m. 60s during the day. That's not too bad. That's not my Bonanza tune either, Pronto. It's the one I found on YouTube. Sorry. Little Me, Kent, 7:54 a.m. If you've got any ideas for theme tunes, please send them in, as well as your jokes, poems, and so on. Do say goodbyes as well. We'll work out the winning joke in just a minute. Essex, UK, nearly 7:55 a.m., says Quiet Mouse. Fleur Rose, have to go from Coldberry Lancs. Viv Huff is in Essex, southeast England, at 7:54, doing a victory dance around her handbag because, of course, she got that theme tune right. Did I write down who got those things? I think I did. I hope I did, and we'll do the jokes then. No, I didn't. Do please come back tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. If you're not a member of the site, come along and join us. It's free. It's buzz50.com. It's a social networking site for seniors over 50. Pronto, 8:55 a.m. and dry today in his cave in Germany. Witch Morgana, do say your goodbyes. 3:54 p.m. in the Philippines. Wow, we really are truly international. And we had in the Good Morning Buzzers room Fleur Rose, who of course has just left us. We had Witch Morgana, Carrie May, Catty 5075, Catty, Ellen in Witt, which we know is Wisconsin, Glow 55 or Gloss, Jeff C, Little Me joined us, Mackie Wack, Phil 6966, Quiet Match 1, Trubler and Finn off, and Maureen has left the room. And Lauren, of course, was, as we know, from Colombia and Quiet Most. And everyone's going, goodbye. It was a tie on the jokes. Both got 4.2. The first one was sent in by Jane, the Italian mama, and the second one, of course, was sent in by Pronto. Thank you. And it only remains for me to say to you at 7:55 a.m. UK time, good morning, buzzers, and goodbye.